Today, we're going to talk about a single, absolutely wild day in the world of AI. It's a day that perfectly captures this incredible feeling of triumph and at the same time, this deep, simmering turmoil that's happening all at once. This one day really shows us two completely different futures unfolding right before our eyes. One is this amazing story of unbelievable growth and innovation. And the other, well, it's a story of anxiety, conflict, and some serious disruption. The craziest part is, they're not separate stories. They're two sides of the very same coin. And this is where you can really see the conflict laid out plain and simple. On one side, you've got these massive, record-shattering achievements. But at the exact same moment, right under the surface, these huge ethical storms are brewing that could shake these companies to their core. So let's break it down. What we're looking at is a perfect snapshot of the entire AI revolution, all packed into a single 24-hour window. It gives us a glimpse into both the incredible promise and, the profound peril that we're all trying to navigate. Okay, so let's start with the good news, with the triumphs, because the scale of what's happening is just wow. This is the story of AI not just breaking records, but fundamentally reshaping our world in real time. First up, get a load of this number. Google announced its AI model Gemini 3 has officially blown past 750 million monthly active users. To put that into perspective, that is an insane adoption rate. It puts them right on the heels of their biggest rivals and just goes to show how fast this tech is becoming part of daily life for literally hundreds of millions of people. And all those users? Well, they translate into some serious cash. Google's parent company, Alphabet, announced it just crossed $400 billion in annual revenue for the first time ever, and a huge chunk of that is thanks to their AI division. But how'd they make it so profitable? Well, here's the secret sauce. They figured out how to slash their AI serving costs. That's the raw expense of just running these gigantic models by an incredible 78%. I mean, making AI cheaper to run is basically the holy grail for this industry, and Google just took a massive leap forward. But look, this kind of breakthrough isn't just about padding the bottom line. When you make powerful AI dramatically cheaper to operate, you can suddenly deploy it in ways and on a scale that were pure science fiction just a year ago. And that's exactly how we get from a boring spreadsheet to the world's biggest sporting event. People are already calling the 2026 Winter Olympics in Milan the AI Olympics. And this isn't just hype. We're talking about drone fleets capturing every angle, AI-driven coaching giving athletes instant feedback, and real-time biometric data streamed right to your phone while you're sitting on your couch. This is the future, happening now. It's an incredible vision, right? Absolutely inspiring. But this mad dash forward, it comes with a price tag. And on this very same day of celebration, we started to see exactly what that cost might be. And that brings us to the other side of the story. The turmoil bubbling up just beneath the surface. This is where we see the high-stakes human and financial conflicts playing out behind the code. So on the exact same day, Google was popping the champagne for 750 million users. More than 1,000 of its own employees were signing an open letter. Their demand? For the company to cancel its AI contracts with government agencies like ICE and Customs and Border Protection. An ethical bomb was going off inside the company at its absolute peak moment of triumph. And that internal turmoil is matched by some serious external anxiety. Let this number sink in for a second. $700 billion. That's what big tech is projected to spend on AI infrastructure in 2026 alone. That is a staggering amount of money, and frankly, it's making a lot of people very nervous. Yeah, a number that big isn't just a sign of confidence, it's a huge source of anxiety. Investors are looking at this and seeing a super expensive, high-stakes arms race where the profits are anything but guaranteed. They're pouring billions in, but they have no idea if they'll ever see a real return on it. And you know what? That anxiety is totally justified. Just look at what happened with Anthropic. They launched a new AI tool for lawyers that could automate super complex legal work. And almost overnight, the stock prices of the big, established legal tech companies, the ones who've owned the space for years, just fell off a cliff. Some dropped by 18%. An entire industry got devalued in a flash. That's the raw power of AI disruption. So here's the bottom line. Investors are genuinely spooked. It's the perfect word for it. They see the incredible potential of AI, sure, but they also see these razor-thin profit margins and companies taking on mountains of debt just to stay in the game. It's like a high-wire act with no safety net, and everyone is just holding their breath.
So where does this all leave us? Well, we have to understand that this progress comes at a price. We have to learn how to navigate this constant tension that's right at the heart of the AI frontier. It's a balancing act, and the stakes could not be higher.
And here it is, the paradox in black and white. For every single triumph, there's a matching turmoil. You get record user growth, but it's met with employee revolts. You get unprecedented revenue, but it's shadowed by massive financial risk. And for every revolutionary new tool that gets built, an entire industry gets thrown into chaos. These aren't separate things. They're completely connected.
And that's the key takeaway here. This tension, this constant push and pull between amazing progress and serious peril, it isn't some temporary problem we're going to solve. It's not a bug. It's a core feature of the age of AI. This state of constant contradiction, this is our new normal.
Which leaves us with one last massive question. AI is building the architecture of our new world, but the process is messy, it's contradictory, it's driven by these immense forces. So the question we all have to start asking ourselves is this: who gets to write the rules? Because the answer to that question is going to shape our future in ways we can only begin to imagine.